All right, all right, all right. I feel like I'm on a news station right now. All
Uh-huh.
right, all right, all right.
Mic check,
Well,
mic check.
mic check. Well,
Clap.
welcome, welcome, welcome. We're here in our undisclosed Verity Mortgage location. Well, it's in Mansfield, but we're so glad to be here. The sun's out. The rates are extremely crazy. The market's crazy, but what I'm doing today is bringing in my dear friend that actually got me started on social media and video. I think it was like, was it 3 years ago now?
It feels about that. I mean, time is blowing by, but it's went fast though.
It
Yes.
well, because it was definitely pre-COVID.
Pre-COVID, you're right.
So it would have been 2019.
Mhm.
So yeah, 3 years ago. So we're 3 years ago into this together in it. Now, my good friend Willie THEE McCray is in the office.
In the
So
building.
I'm not really cool about all this fancy stuff over there. So there's some people that can do applause, but I'm just going to give you a big old applause.
Man,
So
we'll do it.
Willie,
Yes.
welcome, 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 my dear.
Thank you so much. I'm so excited to be here. Guys, I remember going back to what she said about being in the video. She was so nervous. She was that first time, like we all are, just so, anxiety, I don't know. And to see you now blossoming and bringing me on your platform and your video, I'm just so excited. I'm so proud of you. So thank you.
And I like to call you my dear friend because we do. We can screw off in some text messages. I call Shayla, like me and your wife.
We have fun.
So it's one of those opportunities when us as lenders actually get to turn our agents and our clients into friends. And I call you and your family my dear friend.
I love that.
We talk about bourbon all the time. So here we go.
And you helped close our house.
I did.
So yeah,
Thank
so we did business as well. So
such an honor for sure.
Yeah.
So what we're diving in today, because I love to bring in our agents that we feel are doing the greater good in the real estate industry on how we can help better drive our consumers in our real estate. But I want to take a step back real quick. I want to know more about who Willie is. Why did Willie get in the business? And what is your favorite thing to do this summer? So go.
Good.
Who's Willie?
Willie the realtor, right? That's a funny story. Willie McCray, I got into real estate really because I love service. I've been in the service industry probably feel like all my life. And I just really built the love behind, taking care of clients, taking care of customers, and just overseeing like expectations. And so that was always my thing. And then when I bought my first home in Louisiana in 2014, it just changed my life. It changed the trajectory of like my thought process, my family. It just brought it all home for me, and being so uneducated about the process and being so nervous about the process. But to actually get to the finish line, I just wanted to service, like that service and real estate. It just kind of like came together for me, like
sure.
in my mind, like, wow, like I could see me doing this for the rest of my life. So that's really my why, just to take my personal experiences of the journey I had, the experience I had, and just give that to more and more and more families, educate them, and just make the process as seamless as possible. So that's really my why. And
you pour into your clients. Let me tell you, our clients that we do, it's like, hey, you got Willie on the phone, and they're like, let me tell you. So thank you above everybody for going that one step above and beyond, for pouring the love into the clients. So tell me your family. We got Shayla, we got some Willow, we got some fun stuff. What's our family dynamic look like?
Yeah, man, we got my two baby girls. Willow is 11. We just won our soccer championship. She just graduated.
There's a lot of soccer people in here all of a sudden.
Yeah, we get into soccer, man. Soccer's coming a thing. Willie is going into first grade. She's like losing teeth right now. She's learning to swim. And Shayla's doing phenomenal. She's took her. She's a first year principal.
I'm so proud of her.
She took that school from an F school to a C school in 1 year. So big turnaround. Big shout out to her as far as
shout out to Shayla
doing that, man.
My S girl. That's right.
So everybody's doing well, man. Family's doing well. And just trying to enjoy life, spend as much time but yet succeed in our personal goals and what we really want to do. So I'm excited for all of them. And I'm a girl dad, you know what I'm saying?
You are a girl dad, and I love it. Yeah. So you need to, for everybody that's going to see this, you need to go find Willie THEE McCray on social media, because his videos just show the raw emotion, who they are. They show the side of you that I want to be better at, because you just go out there and have a good time. And I think we overrate ourselves, and we overthink of how real estate agents and anybody in the industry kind of think about video. And when we started our journey 3 years ago, I was like, I am not getting on video. There's no way I'm doing it. But now I'm like, I have to get on video. Like it's a non-negotiable. So I have a couple questions for you.
Yeah.
Some of these you may know, some of them you may not know.
Okay.
All right. So we're talking about today of the daily disciplines of how we continue to succeed in a market that is shifting every single day. So first and foremost, what's your daily routine look like to keep your mind set there? Because that's really big right now. A lot of people are talking about, oh my gosh, my mind's there. I just can't focus. I don't have the daily grind. So for you of all people, this is why I wanted to have you in here. What do you do daily to get your mindset right?
I definitely think just starting off with, like you say, a positive energy. I mean, just a positive mindset to start off, because we're in a crazy market. Life is crazy. Gas is high. I mean,
I paid $130. I was like, oh, I'm not going anywhere.
So, I mean, if you really think about anything, that's going on, it can be negative, right? So I think just a positive mindset on anything that's going good in your life. I mean, if somebody gave you extra cheese on your burger, like just, anything that's going positive, that's big for me. Staying active, as we get older and as agents, we tend to be at our computers and we sit down a lot. Moving your body for an hour a day. I just got into yoga. I'm super excited about that.
I love me some yoga.
I suck. I really do, but I'm trying my best.
I do too. But some hot yoga. There we go.
So, but it does. I mean, just moving your body, sweating a little bit, it wakes you up and it creates like new ideas, new energies, and puts you in a better space. And I really hone on the positive energy, because you kind of get back in this world what you put out, right? So if you're positive, if you're nice, just speaking to someone, talking to someone daily, that could bring, that energy back. And all it takes is one good encounter or experience with someone to just change the trajectory of your week, your month. So anything. So that's really big for me, just really honing in on my positivity. But I've also learned that, sometimes you do have to get in the space of loneliness. Like you gotta protect your own energy, because if you're too out there, here stretched out so wide, you're drained, you're tired, you're irritated, and you don't even realize that, and that can kind of take away from your positivity. So just making sure you're giving your own personal time, gym, keeping your body in motion. I'm a big believer in
this is coming from a PE coach, by the way. So he's going to tell you to move your body, but moving your body does actually work.
It does.
It does the endorphins or whatever it does.
It does something, man. Just sweating, I'm saying, go run with the dog.
But sweating is so good.
It's so good. It's so
good. My gosh.
So that's a big thing for me. Moving my body. Yeah. Keeping my mind sharp, and just protecting my own personal thoughts in space where I feel confident in my next move and what I want to do.
And you're confident every single day. Like I'm like, Willie, I'm having a bad day, and he was like, dude, you've got it, you're killing it. So if you need a confidence factor, you need to rewind this, replay this, and listen to what Willie just said. It is the mindset. It is get out there, and you have to move your body, because it is a negative Nelly out there. And I think if we find one positive aspect each and every day, that helps as well. Yeah. So if you're going to a restaurant and you just find that one positive thing, because we know service is down, we know they're having issues finding people. We know it's a lot of money to spend when you're going out to eat with your family. So what if we take that one positive spin and maybe have that extra set of cheese, or maybe the service was a little bit faster than last time, and just thank them. That's going to change someone else's life for what they're having to deal with right now. And there we go. And my phone's already ringing. Look, we're doing business on the side. All right. So how do you stay on top of your game? How do you not only have your mindset right, but how do you stay involved in front of your clients? How do you stay top of your A game? How do you stay on top of a market that is ever changing?
I think going into social media, we talk about the videos and like all of this kind of stuff. But I think sometimes as agents or even in real estate, we forget that it's a contact sport. Like it really is. So basically meaning like, once again, going back to moving your body, that statement, like me talking to lenders, talking to you every day, talking weekly, talking to title companies, inspection companies, going to properties, open houses. I mean, doing some of these things that just getting out there and staying, that keeps you sharp. That's what keeps me sharp. I mean, I can watch videos all day on YouTube and I can, do all this stuff on my phone, which is great. But it's like, I felt my best momentum. I guess that's the best word for me in my career when I was talking to a lot of, people that are in the industry, because they can relate to what you're going through, talking to other agents. What are they saying? How did you move in this situation? But mainly my biggest, thing has been talking to Ms. Glenda White, talking to lenders, because you guys give me so much perspective that I can bring back to my clients that make me look like the expert, or talking to inspection companies to let me know like, hey, Willie, look for these when you walk in the house and stuff. So all these different gems that I'm getting given by everyone in the industry or title companies, hey, how they can, get back on emails or just all these little things that you need. I think it's a contact sport. So I think, as much as we want to do video, And we want to like, all this, the best people to talk to are the people that's in your circle that's going to help you get to closing deals.
For sure.
That's what really helps me a lot. I try to open that window of opportunity where I'm talking to people and making contact weekly. And then when I talk to my clients, I can talk from an area of knowledge and expertise, but also building rapport at the same time by checking in and stuff like that. Yes, ma'am.
So I'm going to break it down real quick. You said a couple things and really key. You talked about having perspective. In the market that we're in right now, there's still a lot of people in the industry that are kind of, I like to say raw, or maybe not raw, but maybe not up to speed with what's going on. And I think lenders, title, industry reps, insurance inspectors, whoever it is, whoever's putting out the data is who we need to look at and listen to, right? Like we did a raw vulnerable post yesterday from one of my other lender friends. And it is like the raw emotions of what today puts it in perspective of what we have to do tomorrow. But it is, like you said, it's contact sport. I think it's a marathon. Nothing in this industry, if you haven't learned yet, is not a sprint.
Yes.
So it's not what we're doing today. It's the generational wealth we're growing tomorrow for that family.
Absolutely.
And having that perspective and the momentum. That was a big, kind of point that you said, is having momentum in a time that, lending is down, applications are cut in half, rates are we won't talk about rates, they're climbing. I feel like it's the little dude on what was The Price is Right, that he's like going up the little thing. He's about to fall off the cliff. But it's just like anything else. When the rates are down, they're going to go up. When they're up, they're going to come down. So on your daily disciplines that you have, how do you set yourself up for success?
Now, a great question. So I think a lot of times, just keeping in line like your long-term goals and short-term goals. So a lot of times we tend to think about like the big picture, like how many houses we want to sell at the end of the year, how many clients we want to help. And so for me, I really focus on like short-term goals, like really short, like, what am I doing this week?
Like micro short, right? Like we're going micro goals.
Micro goals, because I'm really big in service. So, a goal for me may be talking to 3 previous clients that I've closed on, checking in on their house. How are you doing? Building that rapport, because just that call can alone bring me a referral. I'm really big on referrals and really big on service.
For sure.
So, instead of spending so much money and effort and like, who could I randomly get? It's like, let me just service the people who's already trusted me on helping them through the process. So small goals is, like that, because like you said earlier, everything in real estate is long-term. If you're getting into this business, everything's short or quick, your career may be short or quick. So, and of course we want like instant gratification. We want like quick success, but everything from me, my long-term goals are pretty solid, and I'm not in a rush. I enjoy the process of things.
Right.
So, so I really just focus on short goals, making an impact. I'm just more or less about making an impact while I'm on this earth, as far as with my clients, with my business, personal career decisions, and like you said, building that generational wealth for my kids. So it's for me, focusing on small things, because once again, going back to that word we used earlier, small goal setting really builds that momentum to get you to like, wow, like, look where I just come from. Look, man, I didn't even realize I've had 4 closings last month. Like, you'll be looking at it like I didn't even realize, I'm a top agent in my brokerage or whatever. So it's just setting those small goals.
And the small goals, to kind of redefine them for our users here. Small goals could be the amount of calls, not the how many families we want to serve, right? Because that's a big goal. Because then the big goal is how many families we want to serve goes back to how many contacts we have to how many conversions we have to have, to how many appointments. So we're going to work it the other way for the remainder of 2022. So we're going to set small goals. We're going to do a certain amount of handwritten notes, right? A certain amount of calls per day, a certain amount of connections, right? And that's a certain amount of videos. And I have like my entire month, and it's changed, right? Goals from what we set in October when we business plan has completely changed. So now it is, redefined, and it's more defined. So it's redefined and it's more defined.
I like that. Write that down.
So for new agents here, perspective, we've got some motivation, but it's your short-term goals. Yes, you do have to have a long-term longevity goal of how many families you want to serve. And if you're in it for the money, then you have to rethink of what you're doing.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Because it is all about service, this industry. So short goals, this could be handwritten notes. This could be phone conversations. This could be how many how many vendors that we talk to. So lenders, title, insurance, warranty, how many network connections do we do? How many people do we find on Facebook? This could go down to how many direct messages we send in the social media platform, right? And then big for Willie and I is how many videos do you want to do every single week? So tell me on your social media journey, where did it start and where do you see it's helping today?
Where did my journey start with social media? So I guess it was started with so if you know my past history, I was a big sneaker buff. I was into shoes a lot. That was my thing. So that really
you should see his dress style too. Right. His shoes and his shorts and his top hat. I'm like, oh, Willie.
I have the most unique style.
I love it.
I don't know. But so that really helped me out because back then it was new and I just wanted to showcase off sneakers and stuff like that. So that really gave me comfort into like displaying a product that I knew people were into. So it was it wasn't about doing video for me. It was just about giving information, kind of like real estate. So they were very similar. People wanted information about a product. They, whether shoes or houses.
Or yoga pants.
I say yoga pants.
The yoga pants are amazing.
So if you got yes, self-care, right. Shout out to self-care.
Shout out to self-care because G loves those yoga pants.
So for me, a video has never been about me personally. I think a lot of people get into it like it's all about me. They don't know what I have on. It's never about you. It's really about the product and you being the messenger and you just being your organic self in that delivery. And that's all I've ever done with real estate or even I'm dealing with shoes or yoga pants or whatever I'm doing. Yeah. I'm just delivering a product that I personally believe in.
Man, I love that.
That's all it is.
Okay, we're going to stop real quick right there because we have to circle back to that. Yeah. It's the product that you're talking about and educating about, but not about you.
It's not about you at all.
That is correct.
Nothing about me. Yeah,
it's nothing about you.
So somebody comment, I don't like your shirt or I don't like, hey, it's not about me, but I hope you got something from this content that I gave you.
Fantastic.
You learned something. So I think once you take, it's like our ego almost. It's like, we're so vain and we just care about, put all that to the side and deliver what you believe in. Talk about what you believe in. I think the genuineness of that's what's going to connect with people. Yeah. I think that's what's going to drive you. And I think that's why you're getting, such a great response on your video because when I watch your videos, honestly, I'm on every word. I'm not even like I can't even tell you what type of shirt you had on and how your hair is. I don't,
because it shouldn't matter, right?
It should not matter.
It's the education.
It's the education point. Yeah. And I think if you're not watching videos from an educational standpoint to get something out of it, then it's probably not the content for you, right? So, so that's really what made my confidence rise for doing video because it was never ever about me.
All right. Well, I love that. Well, one question I did not ask Willie before. Where do you see yourself in 5 years from now, personal and professional?
Oh man. So I have the love. I recently got into education. I'm doing teaching as well. And
so you're doing this dual career on top of it. Dang. But it happens. Like that's the good thing is you have that opportunity.
I'm loving it because a contact sport. I get to, I wanted to make more impact on this earth. It's just about how can I make more impact? And I love kids and my passion is coaching. I love coaching. I love motivating. So that's, in 5 years, I would love to be coaching at a high school, college level. That would be a drive for me. And my goal professionally is to continue to help as many families in real estate as I possibly can. But my personal goals are to, I really want to get in multifamily. That's really my dream, to get in multifamily, have some doors behind me, leave some doors for my kids and, make that cash flow. That's really my next thing that I'm really focusing on.
And we talked about that whenever you bought your house. Yeah. That's what's super cool. Yeah. So again, agents, we have to think about the questions that we ask our clients. Because I'm going to break that down real quick before we wrap up is the conversations we had today or when we closed on your home was what's the future for your home? And we knew that going into it, that this is not your forever home. So think about that. When the rates are super high, this may not be the forever home, but it's also not the forever interest rate. Right. So get the home today that you love and that your family is going to plant the seeds and let them grow. And then when the rates fall, then we'll do the refinance like we always do. Yeah. Yeah. So
I think talking about getting goal setting, knowing your goals, knowing your clients' goals. Yeah. I think that's the best way to plant that seed to your client that you're invested into them. Obviously, and it's so quick because a deal takes 30, 45 days. It takes time. So it's already a process, but once you show them that you're invested into them, God, I think you have them for life. And that's really the type of seeds that I'm trying to plant with my clients out there.
Well, I love that. So we've got mindset, we've got disciplines, we've got short-term goals, we've got long-term goals, we've got the coach sitting in front of us with the coach. So
with the coach. Yeah, love
I just want to say thank you from the bottom of my heart for your friendship, for your partnership, for your whatever you do. Like, I think you're the light of the way of real estate. And I believe that your passion is so genuine out there that that's why people just connect with you. So if an agent has questions or has, how to get started, how do they get in touch with you? Besides Willie though, McCray, what's the best way for someone to reach out to you on? I'm assuming you're on every social media platform, right?
Every social media platform. But I mean, the best way is direct phone. I always have my phone on me. I feel like the best way to get me is my phone number for sure, 214-801-5533. You can email me at Willie THEE. Make sure you have two E's.
Because it will come back. Like, nope.
THEE realtor@gmail.com. And then all of that's on the same on social media, Instagram, TikTok, Facebook is just Willie McCray. So just find me. I'm very easy to find. DM me. I'm very just going back to what Ms. Glenn said, that was just a huge compliment. And I feel the exact same way. Thank you so much for the privilege of just saying that. But that's why I try to be as organic as I can, because I want people to reach out to me. I want them to DM me. I want them to feel I want to be approachable, you know what I'm saying, to social media people, to strangers walking down the street, talk to me, let me know what you're thinking about. Even if it's not related to buying a home, right? It could be just a random question about sneakers.
About Nikes.
Some Nikes. Right. We talk about some Nikes, and then, from there, that may lead to like, oh, my grandmother is actually want to sell a house. So you just never know what that can lead now. So I just, like I said, I've been in the service industry. It's all I know. It's what I love. And I'm just here to serve. And any way I can make an impact and help you and your family, I would love to do it.
Well, there you go. It's about service. It's about giving back, and it's about that leadership part. So thank you again, Willie, for joining us today in this undisclosed Mansfield location in our office. Undisclosed. You got
to have a great lender in the white. Make sure plug. Well,
thank you. Well, until next time, the Mortgage Coach DFW, we are off signing out here. Willie, thank you again. You guys have a blessed and amazing day.
Be successful.